partner from Seattle, Washington, weighing 240 pounds, here is Chris Galahad. Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents are the CWA Tag Team Champions with their manager, Professor E.W. Moore. And there are the champions from Europe, weighing in at 250 pounds. It is Damien Kane. And his partner from the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of New York, weighing in at 280 pounds, it is the Wild Mongo.
All right, this should be very interesting. I don't think there's going to be any surprises. Chris Galahad and Ricky Reed, two fine young men, but I don't really think there's too much competition for the threesome of the Wild Mongo, Damien Kane, and Professor E.W. Moore. And the reason that I am so upset tonight is because of Professor E.W. Moore and Damien Kane. I cannot believe what happened before we went on the air with this particular program. And you'll see that in a little while. Let's watch the action here in this tag team championship match. Action so far. Damien and the Mongo have really been all over Ricky Reed and Chris Galahad.
And Ron, they've made a legal switch in there, and a Wild Mongo now is still working on Ricky Reed as Chris Galahad off in the corner hopes to get a tag. He'd like to get into the action. But as you mentioned at the outset, just to look at the difference in the team.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, we...
But look at that, look at that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Ricky Reed had a full Nelson on the Wild Mongo, or I'm sorry, the Wild Mongo had a full Nelson on Ricky Reed, and Ricky kicked out of it, and the Mongo doesn't like that one bit. Look at that face. Only a mother could love that face.
And we have our ringside cameraman up there, and I recall a match or so ago, we almost lost one of our guys.
That's right, right. And Mongo comes in the hard way, and Ricky is playing row, row, row your boat with that arm. The crowd yelling, "Pull harder, Rick." And the Mongo doesn't like this. He doesn't know what to do. And Ricky, see now Ricky is working on that arm. He's staying on that one part of the body. Every which way he can, he is working on that arm.
Going for the headlock.
Right. See what the Mongo does here. Picks Ricky right up.
Right move.
Oh, suplexes him. Devastating move. And now the Professor has Ricky Reed's leg as Damien Kane comes in.
And Mike Mittman being distracted as Damien Kane goes to work on Ricky Reed. And now Ricky heading for the corner. I thought he would go over Chris Galahad, put the hand in, but Ricky didn't tag.
Well, again, that shows some inexperience on Ricky's part. Mike Mittman admonishing the wrestlers, saying, "Hey, let's go, let's wrestle here." There's something going on there between Moore and the Mongo.
Well, E.W. just trying to get some circulation back into that shoulder.
I see. But now Ricky's working on Damien. And again, Ricky crawls right out the tunnel there. And Damien doesn't like Ricky because he thinks Ricky's cheating by getting out of a Damien Kane hold.
And Damien wouldn't know anything about that, would he? About cheating?
Oh, no. He's just as honest as the day is short. It's getting shorter every day, as a matter of fact. Oh.
And again, a moment ago, Ricky Reed had an opportunity for the tag, but did not do it. And now Damien Kane will bring in his partner, the Wild Mungo. And
these guys work like a well-oiled machine, Bob.
Well, you're not kidding. And there's the third man. Oh, I thought he'd go for the short.
Ricky ducks. A double drop kick.
How about that?
And look at the professor. Gino Gambino. He doesn't like that at all. And Damien's really angry.
And now across the ring, Wild Mungo took a shot at Chris Galahad, who still has not started to wrestle. Speaking of action, we've had it.
Mungo walking back into the ring. Damien getting back into the ring. And boy, this crowd loves Ricky Reed, Bob.
Well, they might love Ricky Reed, but Wild Mungo has fire in his eyes. He is upset.
You bet. And when you get Mungo mad, you should head for God. Look at that suplex. Wow. Handful of hair. A bell ringer. Ricky's going to be hearing bells for a little while yet.
Well, he's crawling out of the ring and now makes the official tag. And here comes Chris Galahad. A look at Chris for the first time in the match.
And I'll tell you, I think the weak spot in this, the weak link in this chain is going to be Chris Galahad. He tries hard and he's a game youngster, but he just doesn't have the ring savvy.
And again, the turnbuckle, unfortunately, the padding came loose up there, and that could cause a problem to the forehead.
I think Damien had a little something to do with that.
Damien King now going for
a trip. He could have pinned Chris right then and there. But he's going to do it again. Ah! The Devil's Triangle. Submission hold. Chris has to give up here. He's got to give up. Nobody's ever gotten out of this hold. And that's it. It is over. It is over. And Damien should be made to break that hold right now.
Well, he's not letting go. And now Ricky Reed in there, and the hold is broken.
Well, no surprise here. Chris Galahad made to submit.
And the match is over officially, but unofficially they continue. There it is again. He's just trying to put him to sleep. He might have done it.
Well, they're still continuing the match. Ricky is getting the Mongo.
But now he's being double teamed, and look out.
There is no excuse for this. This should not happen. All right, let's go up to the ring and get the official decision from Joe McHugh.
Here is the time, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Here are the winners, the CWA World Tag Team Champions, the Wild Mungo and Damien Kane.
And Uncle Bob really likes that, don't you?
Excuse me, I wasn't able to hear you.
Said you really like that, don't you?
I did. That's an exhibit of professional wrestling at its finest right there, what you just saw. That's what the sport is all about, what you just witnessed.
Well, if that's what the sport is all about, I think we're due for some changes. Those are your guys in there, the Mongo and Damien, huh?
They happen to be personal friends of mine, yes, and it's not for no reason that they're the CWA champions.
That figures. Oh, go away, Damien. Oh, wow.